Hello, and on behalf of Mehousa, welcome. My name is Spargur, and I am the host of the Budget Knitter podcast. You can find that on YouTube at www.youtube.com/thebudgetknitter. And today I'm here to show you a set that I think a lot of you are going to be very, very excited about because I know that I am. And that is the stainless steel 16-inch circular knitting needle set by Mehousa. So the first thing I want to point out is that it comes in this very handy case. It's a synthetic canvas material. It ties up, and everything fits in here very, very wonderfully. So first things first, you just untie it. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So a few important things about the set as a whole. It comes with 11 circular knitting needles, and they range from sizes US 0 to US 8. It also comes with a knitting gauge. This has centimeters and inches, as well as a sizing gauge here for the needles. It also comes with a bag of plastic stitch markers, a flexible measuring tape, 6 yarn needles, 3 large and 3 small, and as well as this double-sided tool for picking up any dropped stitches. It is essentially a double-sided crochet hook that's very, very small. I don't know if you can see that, maybe a little blurry. Anyway, this is used for picking up your stitches, as well as your 11 different knitting needles. And they all are in these little pouches here, and they're just like this. Now, these are stainless steel needles, so if you've never used stainless steel, I highly recommend it. So my first impression of this set is that, well, one, it's very pretty, and you're actually getting a lot for your money. It is $15.05 on Amazon for this entire set. That's all 11 needles. That's the knitting gauge, the drop stitch tool, the 6 yarn needles, the flexible measuring tape, and the plastic stitch holders or stitch markers, plus the case. $15.05. This is great. This is perfect for somebody on a budget. This is perfect for somebody just starting out. So my first impression of this set was, wow, that's a great value. I love this. I'm very happy to now own this. So a little bit of the finer details. Again, they are stainless steel. This is the US 0, very thin. I thought this would be flimsy, but it's actually very, very sturdy. I was a little afraid at first, but it doesn't seem to be having any issues. It does have a little bit of a curve here on the needle before the cord connects. Also, these are metal cords, not plastic. So even where they've been in this case twisted like this for a long time, I have found that they come right out. There's no annoying twist to them when you're first trying to use them. You don't have to worry about trying to get the cord to work itself out and be more usable. I mean, perfectly usable right out of the package. One of my favorite things about them. Again, so you're going to get US 0, US 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, then you get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And what I love about that is this is a 16-inch set, so that means this is kind of used particularly, most people use this for like hat knitting or for like baby sweaters, things that are a little bit smaller. And I do have a couple of projects cast on that I want to show you. Now with these needles, they are not labeled, but you know what, that's not a problem for me. In this case, it was pretty easy to figure out. So 0 was here. Then it goes 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now that, of course, is what your handy knitting gauge is for. You can, of course, test the size of the needle just by inserting it into the hole. I started with the smallest and assumed that was 0 and worked my way up from there. So let me show you a couple of the things I have cast on with these needles, because I have absolutely enjoyed working with these so much. They are very, very quick. I don't have enough good things to say about them. So this first project is a hat. It's called the Violet Waffle pattern. It is a free pattern on Ravelry if you are interested. Violet Waffle. And so the 2x2 ribbing here was knit on the US 4 needle, and then the rest here is being knit on US 6s. So again, this is what they look like. I love these. I can fly through projects. Absolutely love this. I think it leaves beautiful stitch definition. Everything is even. I'm very happy with the way things are turning out. Now with the needles, they are, again, stainless steel. They're very slick. They have a medium length taper, which is where it goes from the perfectly smooth edge and then starts to point out. So the taper here, it's about medium length, and it has medium sharpness. I really enjoy that, especially for, this is a DK weight yarn, or a number 3 on your ball band. What I like about the medium sharpness is that I can still do all of the stitching I need to do, but I'm not accidentally going to split a stitch because of how sharp it is. Now, of course, that varies for me depending on the type of yarn. Sometimes I want a sharper needle and sometimes I don't. With a DK weight yarn, this is perfect. And the other thing is I tend to poke here a lot while I'm knitting, so I'm not stabbing myself. So that's really good. It helps keep my speed up. I think this has only taken about 3 hours of knitting time, and that's just because of it's 2 rows of stockinette followed by 2 rows of 2x2 ribbing to get this kind of waffle look to it. And of course I've got a stitch marker here keeping my progress and the beginning of my round, so I know where I've begun and ended my row. So again, this is great. So you can see that ribbing pattern and how clear and even that is. And that's one thing I look for in needles, because if you don't enjoy working with a set of needles, your tension and the way the yarn comes off the needle, it's not always going to look great. So with these needles, I've really enjoyed working with them, and they have done exactly what I needed them to do. I do have one more project, so that was kind of the look at ribbing. This, I wanted to show you a little of the garter stitching, which is this area here, and then this area is stockinette, and it's beautiful, even, not a problem at all. I love working with these needles. These are on the US 8s. I have not used the thinner sizes as of this time, but I enjoy working with these so much. And continuing with that, there are a few things also that are great about these needles. Again, $15.05 on Amazon, wonderful price. You're getting everything that I've mentioned previously in the video in that set. On top of that, they come in sizes, cord length, 16-inch, 23-inch, and 31.5 inches. Now, I know that's a little bit of a deviation from the usual, I believe it's 24 and 32, but I honestly don't think you're gonna notice. Again, it's a beautiful, beautiful set, and, well, I have a knot. Beautiful set, you're going to love it. It's $15.05 no matter what cord length you get. Please go ahead, pick yourself up this set. It is wonderful for beginners. It is wonderful for people who are on a budget. You are going to love it, I promise you. So again, this is the Fixed Circular Knitting Needle Set, Stainless Steel by Mehousa. All right, so again, thank you for joining me. This has been my review of this set. If you have any questions, you can leave me a comment in the comment section below. You can also contact Mehousa directly. And go ahead and pick up your set. I believe they have a couple, I believe they also have straight needles and wooden needles as well. So if those are things you're interested in, check those out. Go ahead and read the other reviews that people have left on Amazon. I guarantee you that you are going to find this to be your next favorite set.